What's up, YouTube? Welcome to another Matt movie and drink review. Today, we're going to be talking about King Kong versus Godzilla. Godzilla versus King Kong. Wow. Starts off right off the bat. Oh, heads up. Spoiler! So, starts off right off the bat. King Kong is nice and cozy, sleeping on his island. He knows something's wrong. He wakes up. He knows he's a little bit bigger, taller, stronger. So he rips a tree out of the ground and he turns it into a spear and throws it. He's in a big dome. So you got great cast in this movie. You got Miley Bobby Brown. You got Alexander Skarsgård. Alexander Skarsgård. Oh my God, so sorry. Yeah, Alexander Skarsgård. Rebecca Hall. Brian Henry is in it. He's amazing. He's funny. So starts off with Kong on his island, trying to figure out what to do with him because on Skull Island, outside of the dome, it's a big, huge, bad rainstorm. It's really bad. So then it's the characters just have enough content where it's just enough to make a storyline, which is great for me because I want to watch the monsters fight, and this movie brings that to the fullest. You got, so you got, hang on one second. The conspiracy theorist, Bernie, he's on a podcast, and he has this big, huge conspiracy about where he works at. It's Apex, it's a big, huge technology company. After the monsters and stuff invade the Earth or whatever, so now there's a big, huge company, Apex. They're up to no good, of course. Which big, huge company is up to any good? Haha. You got Molly Bobby Brown. She plays a Madison Russell in this movie. From the previous ones from Godzilla. So, yeah, it brings it. These fights are amazing, and it has a story enough to where you can bring it, from what y'all seen on the trailer of the big, huge in the ocean fight. 2 thumbs up on that. That's a great scene. You got Godzilla and King Kong at the end. At the end of it, I guess. At the end of the movie, the big, huge Hong Kong fight, which is a great place where they fight. So let's rewind it a little bit. You got the characters in the movie. They have their own little stories, little backgrounds, and they're trying to figure out what to do about Kong, moving him off the island and moving him to Antarctica. And they have this theory called Hollow Earth, which they go down this big, huge hole, which is in the center of the Earth, and it's Kong's home. And there's this little girl in the movie. She basically brings Kong to a calm place. He trusts her, and she trusts him. And apparently, whenever the island got taken over by the storm. It wiped out her entire village. So Kong took upon himself and protect her because he's Kong. He's an animal, but he's not an animal, if you know what I'm saying. Uh, and there's this doctor played by Rebecca Hall. She's, a specialist in Kong. And, she takes this little girl and protects her also. So, you know, the whole ship fight in between that, we find out that this little girl is deaf right off the bat in the beginning of the movie, of course. And when they're on the ship, it's raining really bad. Kong is scared and he's mad. He's angry. Well, the little girl goes out in the pouring rain to this big, huge beast and calms him down. Awesome scene, amazing scene. And then that's when they realize that that little girl can talk to Kong with sign language. It's an awesome scene. I love it. It's great. Uh, and you have the character that Alexander Skarsgård plays. He plays some kind of doctor at a college. Apex comes and confronts him and says, "Hey, we need your help. We need you to go to Hollow Earth." And he says, "Yeah, okay, let's do this." Because this Apex company, technology company, they have these special ships to go into the center of the Earth, called Hollow Earth, is what they're calling it in the movie. And one thing leads to another. They're on that ship, and they travel across the ocean, to get to Antarctica as their locations where they're trying to get to. Then you have the Godzilla and King Kong fight in the middle of the ocean, which I mentioned a minute ago. It's awesome. It's funny. It's great. It's fun fact. The first time that King Kong versus Godzilla was ever on motion picture was in 1962. And ever since then, there has been nothing until 2021. I thought that was pretty cool. You go back and look at the 1962 version of the 2021. Wow. We came a long, 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 long way from motion pictures, movie, special effects, from two guys in suits, from all this computer technology. It's a wow. So, you got these, the conspiracy theorist guy that works for, that works at Apex, and he's pretty much right of what Apex is doing. They're making a big, huge weapon to defeat Godzilla. So, Godzilla's not stupid. He attacks Apex, and people wonder, "Oh my God, he's not a Titan anymore. Oh, he's so bad." Well, there's a reason for it, because Apex, spoiler alert, is making Mega Godzilla. And in order for them to make Mega Godzilla, they had like this skull thing that they are using biotechnology through this guy's brain. That way he can control it, Mega Godzilla. But that doesn't work out at the end. But anyway, it's pretty interesting though how they put it all together. This movie. Let's do some fun facts. So, I'm not perfect, so I'm gonna read off the papers. So, according to Garcia, Hollow Earth is the beginning environment that is very rich in ecosystem. There is a line of script from Skull Island. Hollow Earth comes to surface, so you think the island is different trans version of Hollow Earth. So basically, they're saying Skull Island, it comes up from Hollow Earth and it sprouted out, which they mentioned that in the movie, and is part of Hollow Earth on top of the surface of Earth. I thought that was pretty cool. So there's a time frame here. As you know, as I mentioned before, King Kong is bigger now. It's been 45 years. That's what they determined. He's 50 to 60 feet taller. He's bigger. So it's been 45 years since Kong Skull Island movie, which I'll do a review on that because that's a great movie in my opinion. I'll do a review on that here sometime soon. So they're saying the time frame is 50 to 60 years. Sorry, 50 to 60 years. So they gave it a good time frame. Like, hey, it's been some time, so gave him time to grow, which I thought that was pretty nice that they mentioned that. And let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much about it for the fun facts. So, then the major fight at the end of the movie. You got King Kong and Godzilla, and you got, you know, the main characters in the movie in Hong Kong, and they're all like, fighting around. And oh, I forgot to mention, Kong found his home at Hollow Earth, and if you see in the trailer, he has that axe, which is made from one of Godzilla's spikes on his back. I don't know exactly what you want to call those things, but put in the comment below what you want to call those things. I call it a spike on Godzilla's back, because, and he found his home and it was laying on the ground, and he picked it up and he carried it, and as soon as he picked it up and there was like a outline on the ground of the axe and the spike, so he puts it in the ground and it lights up where he's standing because it's the throne of the King Kongs. And Godzilla is getting ready to terrorize Hong Kong because Apex is doing something they're not supposed to be doing with Mega Godzilla is activated. So, but he turns himself away from Mega Godzilla and he uses his dragon breath, his atomic breath, and barrels a hole down and straight down to Hollow Earth to get to King Kong because he activated that axe, his home throne, which is then King Kong grew. Then Mega Godzilla takes apart, starts whooping up on Godzilla, and then King Kong comes out of the hole that Godzilla burnt down to the core, and Godzilla crawls out and just starts whooping butt. That's all I can say, is just start whooping butt. The very, very last fight of the movie is hands down one of the best computer imaging fights I have ever seen in a very, very long time. It's so choreographic, I guess that's the word you want to use. It's really great. I really like this movie. My kids love this movie. So what type of drink should you drink with Godzilla versus Kong? My pick, Jameson. Irish whiskey. Why not? I thought it was a good pick myself. Nothing wrong with a little bit of Jameson. Oh, man, it smells so good. Nice Irish whiskey. Oh my god, so smooth. So, Godzilla versus Kong. My opinion, fairly good movie. They just had just enough touch to make a storyline with the human characters, and great amount enough of the Kong versus Godzilla versus Kong, however you want to say it, fight scenes. So, my opinion, with Jameson, match, movie, and drink review, I'm going to give this movie a 80%, 80 proof review. So, on that note, cheers. See you next time.